Alrighty, so just a little bit about me. My name is Elizabeth Austin, and I am the Dallas and East Texas Regional for Sam Houston State University. So Sam Houston State is down in Huntsville, and I'm actually based here in Dallas. So I live just over in Garland, so I'm pretty easily accessible, and then of course always accessible by Zoom, phone, or text, or email. I am a two-time graduate of Sam Houston State, so I have my bachelor's in political science, and then I have my master's from Sam as well. So definitely a big fan and can attest personally to the strengths of the university. So just a little bit of history. We were founded in 1879. We are the third oldest public institution in Texas. We were originally founded as a teacher's college. We are actually the first college of education in the state. And then our motto is the measure of a life is its service. So everything that we do intentionally with the purpose of serving and helping others. Some more fun facts. We are the 12th largest university in Texas. We are one of the fastest growing schools in the nation. We are ranked #1 in placing students within the workforce within 12 months of graduation. And that is a title that we've held. We've been in the top 5 the last 5 years. So that is something that's pretty consistent for us as well. Our campus is fairly large. It's 316 acres. It's a really good medium size though. So it's not super spread out or anything. You can get opposite ends on campus just walking anywhere in about 10 minutes. Total population is going to be just under 22,000 now. So like I said, we're not too big, we're not too small. Medium to large is what most people would classify us as. And but our average class size is still going to be 34. 90% of our classes are going to be 50 students or less. So even though we are kind of getting into that medium to large territory, like I said, it's still going to be really small class sizes, which is going to be really great. So just going to go through some of our colleges and then some of the prominent majors within those. So if anybody has like a specific major they're wanting to be addressed, feel free to put it in the chat box or just ask me after. So no big deal. Our College of Business Administration is one of our larger colleges. We have 12 different undergraduate degrees within there. So everything from general business, we have a pro golf management program, which is pretty unique to Sam Houston. And then our newest College of Business degree is supply chain management. So that's something that's really up and coming and something that is more in demand now. So if you are interested in that, and all of our majors within the College of Business, the first 2 years, all of the curriculum is going to be exactly the same. So if you start out as general business and then you take a finance class and realize that finance is kind of your passion, you can go ahead and switch your major to finance and you're not going to lose any of those credits. Our College of Criminal Justice is definitely what we are most well known for. We have the top program in the state and one of the top in the entire country. And our criminal justice program is internationally known. So if you're wanting to do any type of forensics, criminal justice, this is definitely going to be the place for you. We bring in speakers every semester just to kind of figure out what area of criminal justice you might want to focus in. And then we also have a College of Criminal Justice specific career fair at the end of every year. So we have agencies from all over the country who specifically come to recruit Sam Houston State students for their jobs and internships. College of Education is pretty popular as well. Like I said, we were founded as the Teachers College, so that's definitely one of our strong suits. We offer teaching and learning, which is education. It certifies you early childhood through 6th grade. And then we do have special education, bilingual education, and then if you're wanting to teach middle school or high school, you can major in what you are wanting to teach and then minor in secondary education. College of Arts and Media, that's going to really be the only one that requires any kind of separate application or audition. With the exception of the College of Arts and Media, once you apply to the university, you can declare any major. But the College of Arts and Media will typically require something additional if you're wanting to do music, dance, theater, art, or graphic design is all going to fall in there. And then something else that's kind of cool is we do have a specific College of Arts dorm on campus. So we took one of our older dorms, totally gutted the bottom floor, and it's all for our art students. So there's some really cool hangout spaces, there's practice rooms, there's a mini dance studio, there's a stage, and then there's also some film equipment for rent in our film and TV production students. College of Health Sciences, if you're wanting to go into our nursing program, it's going to be a 2+2. So the first 2 years, you'll be taking your prerequisites and then you'll apply into our nursing school. Our average acceptance GPA is about a 3.75 and we accept 80 students a semester. After you are done with your prerequisites, the last 2 years of nursing school are going to be down at our Woodlands campus, which is about 40 minutes south of us. And the reason it's all housed there is because we have access to 5 major hospitals that we do all of our rotations with. So it's really vital to get hands-on experience with nursing, and us being located at the Woodlands campus for nursing allows us to do that. College of Humanities and Social Sciences, that's going to be all of our foreign languages, all of our political science, and then English, history, and that type of thing. We do have a really awesome pre-law program. So most of our students who are wanting to do pre-law will typically major in political science or criminal justice, just depending on what type of law they're wanting to practice. We have a really great pre-law advisor. We send kids down to Austin every other year when the state legislature is in session for internship opportunities. And then if law school is something that you are wanting, like I said, we have an awesome advisor, and there's actually a mock LSAT on campus every semester. So it gets you really, really acquainted with that test, and you can possibly take it multiple times before you have to take the real LSAT to get into law school. College of Science and Engineering Technology is our largest college. So any of your ag majors are going to be in here, any of the hard sciences. If you're wanting to do forensic science, our forensic chemistry degree is actually housed in the College of Sciences. And there is a built-in criminal justice minor with that major. So if you are wanting to do more of the forensic side of criminal justice, you'll major in forensic chemistry, which is in this college here. And then any type of engineering is also going to be housed in that college. So some fun stuff. As a first-year student, you are required to live on campus and participate in a meal plan just your first year. We do have several different dorm opportunities for you. So some of them are just a really traditional suite style. So you have a room with a roommate, you share a bathroom, and then there's going to be 2 other people of the same gender on the other side of that suite, all the way up to apartment style dorms. So you'll have your own room, roommate has their own room, and then you share like a bathroom and kitchenette area. If you are wanting to be in a learning community, that's something that's available for you to apply for after you've been accepted to the university. And it's exactly what it sounds like. So our learning communities vary a little bit every year, but we always have a pre-law cohort. We always have a criminal justice cohort. There's usually a first generation cohort, and it's all based on different interests, majors. There's a couple things that go into that, but it's exactly what it sounds like. So you'll be housed in a specific dorm. Sometimes it's part of a dorm on a specific floor. You'll be housed with these individuals, and then you'll be taking at least 1 class together. So if you're someone who the thought of Dallas is really scary, the thought of college is really scary, this is going to be a really good opportunity to meet some people and just help with that transition into college. And then dining, like I said, meal plans are required for first-year students. We have 2 large dining halls on campus, and then we do also have a variety of things in our student center. And we just added some more. So there's like a make your own pizza place, Chick-fil-A, Panda Express, Starbucks, Einstein, so all that good stuff. Rec sports, we do have different areas available for you to stay fit. So there's different classes, personal trainers. And then also in a traditional year, there are intramural sports and club sports happening. So If you really love volleyball, but you're not quite able to play D1 volleyball, can get you 5 other friends together, and then you'll compete with other teams around campus, which is really fun. And then our student organizations, excuse me, we actually have about closer to 280 now. So lots of different ways for you to get involved with campus. We have student government, faith-based organizations. We have social, academic, and multicultural fraternities and sororities. There's a Quidditch team, whatever floats your boat. There's usually things that go along with your interests. So that's another really good way to get involved. Study abroad is a little put on hold right now. We're hoping to have our study abroad programs back up and running by summer of 21, so this upcoming summer, but everything, of course, is subject to change due to COVID. But in traditional years, it's going to vary a little bit based on your major and what classes you're taking. So for example, if you are in one of the advanced astronomy classes, there's always an opportunity to go to Australia, New Zealand, and see the Northern Lights. If you are taking a foreign language, there's almost always an opportunity to go to one of those speaking countries. We had a political science group to go to Japan. We had a business group go to Canada. So a lot of different areas, and it will vary a little bit. But if study abroad is something that you are dead set on experiencing throughout college, there's a way to make that happen. And our office is really, really good about finding and making opportunities for students. And when you are studying abroad, you are required to be taking at least one class that is eligible for financial aid as well. Here are some of our resources on campus. So we do have a writing center. It's available for any type of writing you're doing. So whether you're just trying to brainstorm ideas all the way through final editing, whether it's for English 1301 or your graduate level thesis, they can help you at any point, any class. So that's a really great option. And then our math center, they can help with all of the basic maths all the way up through calculus too. And then they also help with some of the business maths as well. So accounting, finance, and then some of the science classes that involve a lot of math as well. Our Student Money Management Center is something that's pretty unique to Sam Houston as well. We were actually the 3rd Student Money Management Center in the state. So anything from, I just need to understand my financial aid a little bit more in depth, or I'm trying to budget for a car, and that services also extends to alumni as well. So if you are an alumni and you're trying to figure out how to pay back your student loans, that Student Money Management Center can help you with that too. Our Student Health Center is available for any student on campus. So if you come down with something, you're not feeling great, we do have that option. There's 2 licensed physicians on campus. There's an OBGYN on campus, and then there is also a lab. So any lab, blood work that you need done, that's available. And then there is a low-cost pharmacy. So if you get prescribed any medicine, and then they have some over-the-counter stuff, that's low cost as well. And then we do have a dentist on campus, which is extremely low cost for students and staff. And then if you need any counseling services, those are available as well. Your first 6 sessions are free. And then after that, there is a small fee, but any kind of counseling for mental health, individually, roommate counseling, couples counseling, we have different people available to help you throughout any of those processes. And then if you do need to register for the services for students with disabilities, if you need any kind of accommodations, those are going to be through those offices. And those are available, so they will actually work with you and your professors every single semester to figure out what accommodations you need per class, if any. Athletics, we are Division I in all of our sports, so if you are just a really big sports fan like myself, or you're wanting to play, we are Division I, and we're in the Southland Conference. Sorry, it's a $50 application fee now, but these are our simple steps to complete the admissions application. So you'll complete the application through Apply Texas. The application fee is $50, or if you have a fee waiver, you can email those directly to me and we can take care of that for you. The official high school transcript, and then traditionally we would need the test scores, but if you are in a position where you were not able to take the ACT or SAT, we do have a test optional route available for students this year. These are our traditional requirements if you were able to take a test. It's GPA combined with test scores. So wherever that GPA falls, you need to meet the ACT or SAT that correlates with that. If you were unable to take a test, then if you have 3.0 or above unweighted, then you are automatically accepted. And then outside of that, if you have under that 3.0, apply like normal. So send in the application, fee or fee waiver in the transcript. And then someone from our office will contact you and we will ask you for a personal statement. So you can submit a small essay basically explaining why would you like to come to SAM, any assets that you have, any extracurriculars, jobs held outside of school, any hardships, anything you would like us to know, and then we will review your application holistically and then make a final admissions decision for you. If you are wanting to transfer later, then those are our requirements. It's extremely, extremely straightforward. So if you decide to go to community college first, if you have between 12 and 18 hours, you need a 2.5 GPA. If you have 18 hours or more, you just need a 2.0. And that's just going to be the Apply Texas application and then your college transcript. So at that point, we don't need your high school transcript or test scores. It's just going to be those two things. And that's pretty make or break. So you either meet that 2.5 or 2.0 or you don't. These are our application deadlines. So for fall of 2021, we take applications up until August 1st of 2020, which I super don't recommend that, but we do take applications until then. This is going to be our estimated cost per semester. So that's based on 12 credit hours. We're about $9,200. And there are some ways to save costs within that. For example, our residence hall and our meal plan are both kind of top of the range of what we offer. So there are ways for less expensive options if cost is a large factor for you. And then we also estimate $500 for books and supplies, which in my experience when I was in school is a little bit of an overestimation as well. So there definitely are ways to shave some of these costs down aside from tuition. And then also you are allowed to have a car on campus your freshman year. You just have to buy a parking permit, which this year was $216, but that's good from August to August. So that's not like a semester or monthly fee or anything. That's for a full calendar year. So financial aid, about 72% of our students receive some type of financial aid. And then once you're accepted to the university, you can actually do our master scholarship application. So it's one master application and it's going to filter you into anything that you're qualified for. So some of those are need-based, some are merit-based, some are major-based, some are kind of combinations of the above. So we have over 600 scholarships, and like I said, just filters you into anything that you're qualified for. And it usually takes most students just about an hour to complete the one application, and it filters into all of those scholarships for you. So you don't have to do 600 separate applications. So that's always really nice. And then if you do receive any outside scholarships, you'll just report that to us and then send the checks to our bursar's office, and they will apply that to any tuition and fees that you have. So these are our campus tours. So we are doing tours on campus still. It's one family per tour guide. You do have to register beforehand and make an appointment, and face masks are required on campus at all times, just to stay safe and socially distant from other visitors and students. And then we do have some really good 360 online tours available if you can't quite come down yet, or you are not feeling safe to come down. And then our campus preview days, We do offer those as well. They are looking a little bit different just because they are socially distant right now. But we're hoping that our one in March will still be in person. So, but again, everything's subject to change with COVID. Oops. That was supposed to have my name. I can put my contact info in the chat box for you.